Dana, congratulations on another division title for this Houston Astros team. How's it feel?
Feels good, guys. Thanks for having me on. We're fired up. Back to the postseason. And, you know, things were tough early on this year for us. We kept our foot on the gas, and we're back, so we're fired up.
Hey, Dan, it's Harold. Congratulations, man. Let me see you smile for 1 second. Give me one. Give me one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, let me ask you this, Dana. You were just talking about you guys struggled early. I had you in deep trouble. When did it turn around for you, and what were some of the keys to that turnaround?
Yeah, I mean, some of the keys to our turnaround is, you know, Brown started to throw well. Valdez started to throw well. We started to heat up with the bats, you know, and at that time, Tucker went down, and so it was tough. But, you know, the guys kept it together. You know, Joe Espada, first-year manager, familiar face in the clubhouse, continued to grind through it, kept the guys positive, and things turned around for us. So we're fired up to be back in the postseason.
Dana, Chris Young here. Congratulations. So happy to see you guys back in the same position once again.
He's front-running, Dana, because he's from Houston.
Hey, you know, I'm an H-Town guy. I'm going to come and talk to you a little bit. But was there a moment, because when this is your first year at the GM in this position with the Astros, and you see things are starting off so tough, was there ever a moment of saying, hey, we need to have some internal conversations about what guys we need to keep here and what guys we need to let go right here before the trade deadline?
Yeah, well, ultimately it's my second year, and the good thing about you know, this club is we had Joe Espada in-house. Joe Espada was very familiar with these guys, and so when we got off to a slow start, he assured me that, look, this team's pretty good. I felt like the team was pretty good, so we were in sync, and it was just a matter of time before we turned this thing around. The pitching started to heat up. The bullpen started to heat up. The bats, you know, started to heat up. We were catching the baseball, and things turned around for us. And we turned around at a tough time because at that time we lost Tucker. And so we still had to be positive. And so I give these guys all the credit. They have a lot of grit. They grinded through this thing. And to be back as division winners and heading back to the postseason, we're fired up.
Hey, Dana, one thing we learned during COVID was it was going to take a full organization to win. Not just the 25 or 26-man roster, maybe some guys that you find at the trade deadline, but it was a whole organization. So has that changed your philosophy at all, and how deep was your minor league system to come along and help you out?
No, it takes a full organization for sure. You need really good scouting. You know, you really need good player development. You know, Matt Hogan, who runs our, you know, professional staff, you know, he does a great job of bringing players to us that we should acquire. You know, he helped us with our bullpen, you know, with claiming guys like, you know, Ort, we got him. You know, we got Scott. He was pretty good. Then at the trade deadline, we added Kikuchi. You know, we added Ferguson. And so ultimately, it definitely takes an entire organization. And even when we got Kikuchi, we felt like we had to change his pitch usage. And ultimately, that really helped him. We knew he could strike guys out. We knew he had a good fastball. But there were some adjustments that he had to make. And it takes everyone. It takes the coaching staff, player development, scouting. It's a group effort. And, you know, baseball operations, man, you know, take your hat off to this organization. They've done a really good job.
Hey, one last thing for me, and then CY is going to ask you another question. But with the pennant races being so close, so many teams in it this year, how difficult was it making trades to be able to maybe fulfill those needs that you have?
Yeah, it's really good for baseball. Everybody's close. Not so good for your blood pressure, ultimately, but really, really good for baseball. And so, you know, it's good that things are really tight. You got a lot of organizations that are still in it. You got fans that are really, you know, excited about their organization being in it. But ultimately, it's really good for baseball. And, you know, we're just going to sit back and, you know, get ready for the next team that we're going to play.
And Dana, last one for me. Now that you guys are in it, what are the next big questions that you feel you need to answer throughout this rest of the season, getting ready for the postseason?
Yeah, we're just hoping, you know, ultimately that Jordan is okay to play in the postseason. You know, that could be a big loss potentially if he's not ready to get back. So that's probably the biggest. You know, we're going to get our pitching, our starting pitching lined up. You know, as I said, our pitching was really good down the stretch. Our bullpen was really good down the stretch. We were starting to get the timely hitting. And so we're built to win. You know, but ultimately we're going to have to really continue to keep playing well to get there.
One last one, Dana, we'll let you go. How about the resurgence of Jason Heyward?
Yeah, I'm fired up about Jason Heyward. You know, guys, I got to be honest with you. I talked to him yesterday before the game when Jordan went down, and I said, look, this is why we got you. This is a big moment for you. You're a veteran, and, you know, we need you to really step it up and show us what you got. And yesterday he responded with a home run. Today he responded with a home run. Great catch, as you can see right there. And, you know, I've been watching Heyward for a long time, since he was 17 in high school in Atlanta. And so ultimately we knew this guy had really good makeup. We knew he would add to the clubhouse. And so, yeah, we're fired up that we got Heyward.
I just wrote that down, Dana. You've known him since he was 17. Did you draft Jason when you were with the Braves? Were you part of that?
No, we didn't draft him. You know, I was with the Nationals, but let's ask Jim Bowden why we didn't get that guy.
Oh, take a shot at you, Jim. We got you, Jim. I love it. All right. That's funny.
We'll send this to Jimbo, but in the meantime, Dana, congratulations on the division title. Seriously, man, keep it rolling. Thanks for a few minutes.
Dana got jokes, man.
All right, thanks, guys, for having me on.